Condition which need early response, rapid assessment and appropriate treatment in time. If delay to response or rapid assessment and starting the appropriate treatment, then if delay, there is difficult to diagnosis in late stage and difficult to management properly, then and the condition will be deteriorate and brings dangerous complication which may be bring fatal outcome. Emergency condition is the acute surgical. There are traumatic and non-traumatic surgical emergency. Some are spontaneous and some are due to accident or trauma. Traumatic surgical conditions are associated with the acute exposure with excess energy, physical energy, which damage the normal architecture of the tissue and organs of the body, and then there are functional disturbances which may be life-threatening. And traumatic complications are medical diseases such as spontaneous pneumothorax, GI tract ulcer perforation, and inflammation, and severe infection, as in systemic inflammatory response syndrome without the septic focus, and if there is septic focus, there is sepsis. If the sepsis is associated with feature of hypotension and severe state, that is the septic shock. And acute surgical illness, this includes the acute malfunctions of the organ and system due to ongoing damage to tissue, and the organs and systems failure. All major trauma which disturbs the body physiological functions, as well as obstruction of the airway, obstruction in the gastrointestinal tract, gastric outlet obstruction, intestinal obstruction, urogenital, bladder outlet obstruction, and bleeding, spontaneous bleeding, except normal menstrual cycle in reproductive age group female. And systemic inflammatory response syndrome, sepsis, septic shock, and the large abscesses in the superficial part of the body and deep abscesses in the body wall, in the muscles and deep side and cavity in the peritoneal cavity, thoracic cavity, and organs as the brain abscess, lung abscess, liver abscess, kidney abscess, and in bone there is acute osteomyelitis and sequestral formation. Sequestral formation. In emergency surgery, there may be in life-threatening situation. So early recognition and confirmation with the clinical and laboratory examination with the immediate imaging. Just like confirm pneumothorax by portable X-ray and organ, solid organ ruptures just like spleen, liver by focus assessment of sonogram fast and E-fast in the case of pneumothorax, and if there is damage and the condition is going deteriorate, then as far as possible, as early as possible, control the damage and resuscitate and repair the injured part and keep them in close intensive monitoring with devices in ICU and or clinical monitoring in high dependency unit and post-op, just like pulse oximetry, ECG, and other devices. And then every acute surgical patient needs pain management, fluid, electrolyte, and calorie management according to the requirement of the body, and control and prevention of the infection to recover the patient's general health condition. And acute surgical illness, just like acute hypoxic states, that is airway obstruction due to the intraluminal obstruction, injury or swelling in the wall of the airway, and airway is compressed by the external swelling, just like hematoma, or in elective case, just like benign or malignant tumor in the neck, which can compress the trachea. And in tension pneumothorax, that lung is collapsed and mediastinum is pushed towards the opposite side and compress the superior vena cava and neck bend distended and ventricular filling of the right side of the heart will be decreased and cardiac output will also decrease and condition deteriorated, that is respiratory failure and circulatory failure. If there is excessive pleural effusion, hydrothorax, and lung is collapsed and mediastinum seated, such as in hemothorax or in pyothorax, that is septic infection of the sterile hydrothorax or hemothorax. And investigation, except X-ray, the hypoxic state, the hemostasis importance should be evaluated through the arterial blood gas analysis, that is the pH level of the blood, arterial pH, and partial pressure of the oxygen concentration in the arterial blood, partial pressure of the carbon dioxide and bicarbonate level. That is, the condition is acidosis. Mainly this is the respiratory acidosis and respiratory alkalosis in case of hypoxic states. Then principle of the management, airway control in traumatic case with cervical spine control, that is not injured, further injured, and a breathing support with oxygen and ventilation. And if need, there is pneumothorax, hemothorax, hemopneumothorax, pyothorax, hydrothorax. There should be chest tube insertion in the affected side, and voluntary and breathing supports should be done. If that support is inadequate, then patient is intubated and kept in a ventilator with a set in the requirement to support the condition. Circulatory support. If the patient has hypovolemic states or hypotension, in hypovolemic state, if there is fluid, and if persistent hypotension, that is non-response to adequate fluid therapy, then inotropes should be added. If there is no urine output with giving adequate fluid, inotropes, and then patients may need dialysis also. That is, aerodynamics should be maintained to supply oxygen and oxygenation of the RBC and perfusion of the all part and systems of the body. The hemodynamic status should be stabilized, and the urodynamic, the unnecessary nitrogenous waste product, just like blood urea, creatinine, and uric acid, should be excreted. If they accumulate in the circulating fluid, then they can depress the sensitive tissue of the vital organ, and which may further deteriorate. Then determine the cause and control them with appropriate treatment. Other condition, one is hypoxic emergency airway oxygen supply, and other is hemorrhage, traumatic or spontaneous, leading to shock. And circulatory shock is a severe form of circulatory failure, where the multiple vital organs are critically compromised their natural function due to blood loss in hemorrhagic case, pump failure in cardiomyopathy, myocarditis, or constrictive pericarditis, and vasomotor tone is decreased in anaphylactic shock and septic shock. And all they causes the hypoperfusion, generalized hypoperfusion and generalized cellular hypoxia, and the metabolic waste product, carbon dioxide and others, metabolic waste of the cells, cellular metabolism, are accumulated within the cell, and further ATP formation and energy requirement is diminished, and the energy dependent cellular work of the cell wall, pump, sodium potassium pump, and other intracellular organelles which are energy dependent work, they cease their work, and then pump failure, and sodium goes inwards to the cells, and sodium has hygroscopic actions and draw the water, and cell swelling and cell death, and alter the cellular metabolism, cell death, and its other further consequences occurs in the organ and system failure. Assessment of the Hemorrhage, the severe sign, pulse rate, pulse volume, regularity, blood pressure, capillary filling, and peripheral temperature, and color, pink or pale or ash-like color. And the urine output is the reflex mirror of the renal perfusion and renal glomerulotubular functions. If urine output is adequate, that is glomerulotubular functions of the kidney is adequate. If the urine output is diminished, then either the glomerular cannot filter or any defect in the tubular functions. And then further complication can occur. There may be systemic inflammatory response syndrome due to the inflammatory mediators released from the damaged cell and circulate all over, and multiple organ dysfunction, and as well as if there is sepsis, infectious foci, then pus products and poisonous products absorb and circulate, and septic shock, and then goes to DIC and death of the patient. The objective of the management, emergency management, is to maintain the aerodynamic status, that is stabilizations of the breathing, normal oxygen supply, and carbon dioxide washout, aerodynamic. Hemodynamic, that is adequate amount of blood supply to the tissue, and all metabolic waste products should be drained and supplied to the target organs for further metabolism or further supply if they are needed, just like hormones synthesized from any endocrine glands, they need to the other distant target organs, and urodynamic for excretion of the unnecessary metabolic waste product, especially protein metabolism, because carbohydrate and fat metabolism in products are water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is washed out through the lungs, and water from the sweating and other site also, and proteins, urea, creatinine, and uric acid should be excreted through the kidney. Thermodynamic, to maintain the normal enzymatic activity of the cells of different molecules and different intracellular organelles. If there is hyperdynamic, thermodynamic is patient is hyperpyrexia, the patient may go into hypercatabolic state. If there is hypothermia, the metabolism is diminished and formation, synthesis of the ATP is disturbed, and patient goes into the acidotic state, metabolic acid or respiratory acidosis, that is accumulation of lactic acid and carbonic anhydrous combine the carbon dioxide and water molecule and forms the carbonic acid, and which dissociates into hydrogen and bicarbonate. And then intestinodynamic, stabilization of the intestinal function, further feeding purpose, nutrition and immune status. If there is prolonged for many days or weeks, if the intestinal does not work, the nutrition condition is deteriorate, and the patient may need parenteral nutrition, which is very expensive and very difficult and brings more complication than enteral nutrition. So, intestinal function should be stabilized as early as possible in the recovery stage. Thus, the pathological conditions are in the umbrella of the obstructive emergencies, airflow obstruction by the foreign body in the airway, any growth in the wall of the airway, and any trauma in the wall of the airway and near the site which can compress the airway and compromise the airflow, and blood flow in the vessels, arterial or venous thrombosis, embolism in the, especially the general surgeon will face the ischemia of the limbs and ischemia of the bowel, especially small intestine and large intestine. The ischemic heart disease faced with by the cardiologist and ischemic cerebral arterial disease faced by the neurophysician and neurosurgeons. And the GI tract outflow, there may be benign condition, gastric outlet obstruction, pyloric stenosis due to peptic ulcer and fibrosis, and then malignant near the pyloric junction, which can clog the pylorus and gastric content could not pass to the duodenum and through duodenum to intestines. That is gastric outflow obstruction, and bile flow obstruction due to stone or biliary stricture in the bile duct due to inflammation, or sometimes iatrogenic due to during operation, bile duct injury and repair, and malignant condition in the bile duct cholangiocarcinoma or near the bile duct in the pancreatic head region in the growth of the pancreas, pancreatic carcinoma, and periampullary carcinoma are the malignant condition of the bile flow obstruction. Urine outflow obstruction, especially stricture of urethra and prostatic enlargement in the urinary bladder, that is also an emergency condition, and urine should be drained if possible for urethral catheterization or urethral stricturoplasty or repair, or suprapubic cystostomy, and urine should be drained from the bladder to the there. Inflammation, severe inflammation, severe AGE in case of acute abdomen, inflammatory condition. Sometimes food poisoning causes diarrhea and vomiting and severe pain, sometimes associated with hematemesis or melena also. Cholecystitis, the gallbladder inflammation associated with bile duct swelling and bile duct inflammation, and jaundice and fever, that is cholangitis, Charcot Stripe, and if the inflammations of the liver, especially cervical condition, the pyogenic liver abscess and pyogenic inflammation, amoebic inflammation, and sometimes hydrated cystitis. Further, infected by the fast-forming bacteria, that infected hydrated cyst, pancreatitis, appendicitis, and severe colitis, acute colitis, bacterial colitis, or amoebic colitis. Perforation of the GI tract, peptic ulcer perforation, tuberculous ulcer perforation in the ileum, typhoid ulcer perforation in the second week or third week in the ileum, and amoebic ulcer perforation in the colon, and malignant ulcer perforation in the malignant gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, or malignant colonic ulcer perforation. Treatment is as per the underlying situation demands, about either benign condition, there is laparotomy and further peritoneal toileting and closure, or sometimes resection anastomosis in case of malignancy, and the lymphatic clearance, and sometimes diversions of the condition, that is gastrojejunostomy and ileostomy or colostomy should be needed in case of malignant or dangerous situations. Okay. You can go through the book in the different chapters, because emergency can occur in any part or any organ from head to soul, and maybe traumatic and infective and obstructive. If you want to know more things, go to your textbooks, Bailey and Love, and SRB manual. And you can more clear with your discussion with your friends. If you cannot understand, then you can ask in the future in what teaching, bedside teaching or theory class. Okay, thank you.